set going strong, a lot of things going on. The man of the hour has an air of great power. The dudes have envied him for so long. Oh, Superfly, you're gonna make your fortune by and by. But if you lose, don't ask no questions why. The only game you know is do or die. Hard to understand, but a hell of a man. This cat of the slum had a mind, wasn't dumb. But a weakness was shown, cause his hustle was wrong. His mind was his own, but the man lived alone. Ooh, Superfly, you're gonna make your fortune by and by. But if you lose, don't ask no questions why. The only game you know is do or die. The game he plays for keys. Hustling times in ghetto streets, trying to get over. That's what they try.
Woo, Globule Lights, welcome back. It's bittersweet endings, Murray.
Yeah, it's the final week of. It's like it just started. It's the final week of Blaxploitation History Month.
I've just been thinking about all the blaxploitation movies we've done. I've been thinking about. I can't get the song of Mr. Jonathan. I can't get that song out of my head.
Well,
Mr.
we did
Jonathan.
last year.
Oh, we did it last year. I can't get.
Yeah, go look into that. Look into that, people.
What happens, by the way? Every weekend you come over, my furnace stops working. I just try to start it, it stops. What happens when you come in here where my furnace is like, nah, fuck you?
I don't know. Got a haunted furnace. It's the ghost of Robert Ginty that you hung up in there. You cursed yourself.
Did we post that for everyone to know?
Yeah, we put
And
a
by
picture.
we, I mean you.
Yeah, put a picture of you holding the picture.
But did you put it where it's posted?
I don't know. I'll do that later today.
Because Murray gives me this cursed photo of Robert Ginty.
Autographed.
Wait,
To Paul, I think it was, or
autographed.
Peter, or somebody else.
Right. And so, of course, I had to put in the most appropriate spot in my house, like this weird fucking corner where my furnace exists, in the middle of my house, next to my bedroom. So it's like I'm sleeping in a furnace room. Like the
Freddy
human
Krueger, yeah.
Like the human trash that I am.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, my furnace has been more and more cursed every year. And every Saturday you come over and that fucking furnace stops
I guess we
working.
gotta stop doing the podcast then. If we're just
We're gonna have
of
to.
it.
I mean, I guess it's not too bad right now. But we're gonna have to turn the oven back on. We're gonna have to get the loaves of bread back out. Like, this is fucked, man.
Do the loaves of bread help the heat?
Well, it's kind of like baking two breads with one stone. No, that doesn't work at all. Killing two birds with one stone, where I need to warm up my house, but I also enjoy bread. So it's like giving purpose for the oven being on so much.
Okay.
Murray, we got other things to celebrate, though.
We're winners. We're
The Detroit Rams are winners.
City of Champions.
City
Detroit.
of Champions. We held the biggest parade around here. Matthew Stafford did not show up.
I guarantee you more people in Detroit care than L.A.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think that's an incredibly accurate statement.
Yeah.
I mean, we made Detroit Rams T-shirts, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's real. We're not making a joke about that.
If you've ever wondered about the
sad we are.
desperation of
Yeah.
the Midwest,
Well, just Detroit football in general.
I think, okay, I mean, you're right, but I mean, you could spread that across a lot of the Midwest. Cincinnati's probably feeling pretty shitty.
I feel
because
bad.
guess what? It's going to be another 20 years before they make it to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Joe Burrow seems like a sweet kid. No, you're not making it back there, dude. That's it. Where's your chance?
And then you got Cleveland.
And then you got
They even had nobody has had more heartbreaking losses than the Detroit Lions have. That's the thing. It isn't just we get our ass kicked. We get our ass kicked in the most heartbreaking way every single game.
Right. And we have, like, household names that went through our system where it's like, how did these guys lose? We just do. We find a way. It
goes to Robert Ginty.
It's so see, you're bringing it back to Ginty. This is what makes us the tippy top podcast investigative action journalists of all time.
But what people really are sitting on their edge of their seats about, Griff, is how much money did you make on the Super Bowl?
Woo, Murray! You know I want to talk about this because I am a gambling expert. And I said last week, Matt Stafford, he's going to throw 2 interceptions, and if he gets that third one, we're talking about a Bengals championship.
That's
Man.
called a Stafford hat trick.
It is. It
Stat
really
trick.
is. A stat trick.
Yeah.
He threw 2 interceptions, and I said one of them's going to be an ugly tip-up from one of his receivers. Ugly tip-up right to a Bengal corner defensive back. So I was like, oh, shit. My predictions are all coming true. Nostradamus.
Griffnodamus.
Griffnodamus. Okay. I don't like what you did there with that last one. You really emphasized the latter part instead of the former.
This is tomato. That's how you pronounce it.
So, Murray, how many bets do you think I made?
23.
Close. I wanted to, but the website was kind of slow, so I missed out on a couple of them. And I actually made one twice because of how slow it was, but I hit on that bet, and that ended up helping me out. I made 14 bets.
Okay.
I started out on a fucking hot streak. I hit my first 3 bets.
That's how it always happens. Yeah.
It is. I was up $70 right from the touchback that started the game. I didn't get to bet on the coin flip. I wanted to. But some of the more interesting bets I made, I said there was going to be a 2-point conversion. I bet on a touchback to start the game.
Did you bet that somebody, the place kicker, was going to bobble the ball?
No, I did not.
Okay.
But I did bet on a 2-point conversion. So if they would have ended up
when I
making
saw that happen, I was like, "Oh, the lion curse has followed Matt Stafford. They're going to lose by a point." That's what I thought. But
yeah, I don't know if I ever doubted that the Rams weren't going to win that game.
it's close.
It was really close, but I don't know. There's something about the way the Bengals were moving the ball. I was like, yeah, it's just not going to happen. But then Odell Beckham Jr. 2 times now, I've made a bet on I did a running back.
Bet that his knee would explode.
Hold on here.
Yeah.
I bet twice on. Once was a Green Bay running back having 10 carries. First quarter, he left he had in the first quarter 8 carries. So I was like, this is a guaranteed bet. I nailed it. That guy got injured. You were there for that bet, actually. That was a couple weeks ago. This week, I said Odell Beckham's going to get 6 catches because they're going to be covering Cooper Kupp. He got injured and didn't come back to the game. So 2 times now I've made this bet of carries and receptions, and the people have gotten injured.
So what everybody really wants to know is how much money did you make in total?
Thanks to an error on their half, I went 8-6 on my bets. My final 2 wins were on the same bet that I put in once, but they put in twice for me. And that was Jamar Chase finishing under 115 receiving yards in the game. So I ended up
50-50, really.
So I basically went 50-50, but instead I ended up above $50. So I made a cool $50 off the Super Bowl.
So there you go, people. Sports talk.
Sports talk.
G&G.
Well, the Detroit basketball Pistons made the hugest trade. They got some guy named Jeff Bagwell, who I thought was a wrestler and a baseball player.
It's Marcus Bagwell.
Oh, it's Marcus?
Superfly, Griff. I got a great story to tell you before we get into Superfly.
Is it a story or an anecdote?
It's a story. It's something that happened to me on the way right to here today.
Anecdotes happen to people.
Okay. So I'm driving here, and I'm driving down my sister's street. And, all right, so my sister, on one side, she's got the drug house.
Okay.
And the other side, it's the house where they breed and train fighting dogs.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, this is Detroit, people. Well, Pontiac, technically. So, all right, we had snow recently. So the roads are covered. We never plow in the neighborhoods where I live. So it's a slippery road. So the drug house, there's somebody parked legally on the left side of the road, and there's these fucking morons who are parking illegally right across from that car on the right side. So there's just one lane now.
Oh, shit. And we've been trying to plow and everything, right? Is that part of the illegal equation? I'm sorry.
You're just never. You're not, because you're blocking the fucking street. If you're parking on both sides of the street,
right.
You're creating one lane.
We're talking narrow streets
But
here?
these are fucking crackheads, so they just don't give a shit. So they just park on the illegal side. You know, there's signs that say all along that side.
Would you
no
say
parking.
that we do need more Karens in the world just because they report people like that?
Well, my sister is a Karen, so she takes care of that. Karen of that. Anyway, so there are these fucking pieces of shit milling about in the middle of the road between these cars.
Okay.
And I got to say, it was a very diverse group of low-life pieces of shit. We had our blacks, we had our whites, we had a Mexican dude, we had the one ugly, pasty white girl that you always see.
Was she wearing like pajama pants that say like maybe pink on the bottom or juicy on the bottom?
I don't know. I didn't
You
get
didn't
look
get-
into
okay.
it because here's the story. So they're just milling about. I'm driving like if I slam on my brakes, I'm gonna slide into you. It's slippery fucking road.
Yeah.
So I'm driving, and the Mexican dude like just starts going right off like in front of me. I'm ready to be like, you motherfucker, get the fuck out of the road. I notice he's holding a gun.
No.
And he was on his side. He wasn't pointing it at me. But I'm like, yeah. I'm going to say shit. And then I guess he finally recognizes there's a car coming, and then he gets off the road, and then I just drive through.
Jesus.
But it's like, yeah, you guys could have lost me. I could have, like, went off on this guy, and then he just unloads his gun, and then what are you going to do with your fucking Wednesday nights?
Right. Oh, my God.
That's my life, people. I'm not making this up. This is the shit I've had to deal with my whole life.
This is a very American occurrence.
Yeah.
Back in the days when I was living in those suburbs and everything, there's some people who are just so proud of their guns. They want to wear them out. They want to. They need that authoritative. They want to be in the old West. And we don't even have westerns that much anymore. 310 to Yuma, I think, was the last one. We had True Grit as well, a reboot. Go figure. We rebooted.
310 to Yuma was a reboot.
Was it?
Yeah.
Of course it was. We can't even make new westerns.
We can't make new anything in America anymore. It's a problem.
That is our problem. We're outsourcing everything, and now we're outsourcing our movies to the past.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Did I just make that? We're outsourcing our movies to the past. Yeah, that's what's happening. We're pretty creative here.
But life on the streets. Perfect segue into Superfly. Because this guy wants to get off the streets.
Yeah.
Okay. When you think about Superfly, I think you think of three things. The name Superfly.
Okay.
It stands out. Especially if you're some corny white guy, you're like, Superfly, what does that mean?
Okay.
The car. Everybody remembers the Cadillac Eldorado with the Rolls-Royce grill and the gigantic flood lamps.
I remember the flood lamps.
And three, the Curtis Mayfield soundtrack. I believe.
Can you help me out? Curtis Mayfield, what else? What was he involved with? Or was he just a solo guy?
He's a solo guy.
What were some
I know
of
he
his
was in
songs?
the Ink Spots, I think, as a group.
Because his name's so familiar, and yet at the same time, I don't remember.
Well, it's because of this soundtrack. This is a very big soundtrack. I think this is probably the best fucking blaxploitation soundtrack of all time.
And that's
with all due respect, Isaac Hayes and Shaft
James Brown.
and James Brown.
Come on, we've had so many fucking good soundtracks this month,
Yeah.
and Superfly is your number one.
I would say.
Before we go any further, what's our favorite pimp of this month? Because they've all been not exclusively pimps, but who's our pimp of the month?
Well, my favorite is Goldie because he won the Mac of the Year.
He did win Mac of the Year, and he did that beautiful speech you heard on last week's episode, except for the racists who didn't go and download it.
Yeah.
Should we do that? Should we call everybody who didn't download it a racist?
To paraphrase Chef Foxworthy, if you don't listen to Blaxploitation History Month, you might be a racist. I'm really disappointed in you. Like, we can't just give you a fucking martial arts movie every week, people. Come on, expand your mind.
There's almost always some element of martial arts in these movies,
We're
too.
teaching people, especially this movie, we're teaching people about the streets this month. This was a very serious month.
Yeah.
Even though we made it entertaining, so that's what we do.
Yeah.
But this was a very somber month. I will say, no mamas died in Superfly.
This is true. This is the first movie we've had this month where a mama didn't die.
Yeah,
so
but
that's good.
We're giving you a dose of reality this year.
It was a big dose of reality, and maybe that's why people are staying away, is because it's like, life fucking sucks. So, I mean, come on.
Well, then it could be worse. You could be living the life of these characters we're talking about.
Exactly. And they're going from the pinnacle to the pit, to quote a band I know named Ghost. Yeah.
So, I believe that if, and I've said this, I say this about one of my favorite Schwarzenegger movie, Conan the Barbarian. The soundtrack elevates the movie. I believe this soundtrack elevates this movie because I think if it was just a generic soundtrack, I think most people wouldn't really give a shit about Superfly.
Oh, it's
not a bad movie.
It's not a bad movie, but it is a sparse movie.
Very sparse. The script was 45 pages,
and
average script is 100 to 120 pages.
Okay, And so yeah, they kind of got a half and half.
They padded the fuck out of this movie,
right? And a lot of that padding was thanks to Curtis Mayfield and his beautiful soundtrack and just being able to work with that.
That's why we opened with the entire soundtrack for this episode, because this episode's going to be pretty quick. We're going to do a tippy tap later that's going to be twice as long as this episode.
Exactly. A tippy tap you'll hear eventually.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. Just look forward to that.
I'm excited, and I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, exactly.
So Superfly, we're back to the pushers. We went from pimp to pusher to pimp, finally to pusher again. Pusher man.
Pusher man.
Get your weed, your cocaine.
That's a song.
I'm your
Everybody,
pusher man.
Curtis Mayfield just sung it in
Yeah.
that 45-minute opening soundtrack.
Yeah. That's probably my favorite song on the soundtrack.
Is that what we're opening with, or are we
I think we got to open with
Superfly?
I think we have to open with Superfly.
Okay, maybe we'll close out with Pusher Man.
Yeah, we can
it
do
depends on how long we go. Maybe who knows what will happen. There was a
We don't, because we never planned.
There was a cross apparatus they used to snort coke, and I might go on a 90-minute tangent about that.
Yeah, that was nice.
You never know. My throat's already hurting, though, and we have a whole nother fucking thing to do, so this is bad. We're off to a bad start.
Get your lozenges out.
I got my lozenges on the fridge. I got to keep them up there because Millhouse will eat them otherwise.
Just chew on a stick of butter. Just let that.
Excuse me?
Let it like lubricate the vocal cords.
I do think I have some lard in my
Got any
fridge.
peck jelly? That works. Just get a little swab.
One of my favorite conversations I've had recently was explaining our various oil Vaseline-based products to Kayla.
It's called Body Sheen.
I was trying to explain that to Kayla. I was
I'm
like,
working on a new one for pets.
oh, yeah, we've got...
Pup jelly.
I was like, yeah, we got peck jelly. We got glucose.
We got Sheen. We've got Pediasheen for children, and I'm working on pup jelly next. Because I've noticed Ava's got this... My pit bull's got this broad chest, and I go, I can just make that pop so much better. With a little sheen on there. So that's in the testing phases.
Holy shit.
I actually asked some of the people with the fighting dogs next to my sister, can I test this product on your dogs? I'm going to test it on my dog.
Oh, and of course, screen sheen for your cellular telephone.
Yeah, phones got to look sexy. Too.
Exactly. You got to lube that phone up there for you, so it's
makes
all
it pop.
You got to make those pixels pop.
Yeah, make the
And that's
pixels
what we're
pop.
trying to do. We just invented 3 new products.
I also got to say about this movie, Ron O'Neal. Love Ron O'Neal in this movie.
Which one is he?
He's Superfly. He's Priest.
Okay.
Youngblood Priest.
Priest, probably my favorite name of the month.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
He's wearing a toupee in this movie.
No,
Yeah.
that was a toupee.
He has hair, but it's very thin in the front. So he's just
Okay.
wearing like the front piece.
Because they did the receding,
Yeah.
and so it felt very real.
Yeah, well, it's beautiful. It's amazing. He's got the fucking relaxer in his hair, so he's got this beautiful lion's mane of hair.
Yeah, no, and then the big old fucking chops that come down. He's got that. Do you
mustache.
realize why I have a mustache now?
Is that it? In honor of Ron O'Neal?
After we saw fucking oh my God, Fred Williamson without a mustache, I was like, something's missing in my life, and it was the mustache. And then I saw fucking Ron O'Neal, and I was like, I need it. Got to get it back. So I went and took it. So that's how you live life. You go take the things you need.
Grasp the brass mustache.
That's what this month has taught me. When you need a thing, you go take it.
That's the only way you can get it. If you're waiting for someone to give it to you, you're going to be waiting forever.
That's 100% correct. Should I go to the doctors? Is that something I should do? I haven't been in a while.
For what?
Huh?
Is something wrong with you?
I think so.
Yeah, I think if something's wrong with you, you should go to the doctor.
Go to the doctors, okay.
What's wrong with you?
Are we going to do an on-air diagnosis of me?
We got nothing but time. We got a movie that's going to take us a half hour
That's
to get
true.
through.
Murray, I think I'm having I think I've got like a pinched nerve or something
That's
kind
horrible.
of going through like my midsection, let's say. It's kind of going into a groin problem.
Ooh, that sounds
And
awful.
it hasn't been fun. It's a lingering pain that's
doesn't
been
sound-
happening for 4 or 5 months now.
Yeah,
So-
you might want to look into that.
What if I have ball cancer, though?
Well, do you examine your balls when you take a shower? You're supposed to do that.
Yeah, how
Do you have any
in-depth-
lumps? Do you feel
how
any lumps?
in depth do you have to get with that? Because I'm
You
like,
feel your balls, and if there's look at this, we're giving people advice on testicular cancer.
we're the new Tom Greens.
Yeah, except we all have our balls.
I don't know how in depth you have to get with the ball.
I think you just got to feel your balls. If you feel an irregularity like a lump, then you got.
Because I start like when I first got the
Did
lingering
something
pain,
happen, or you just one day you just woke up with this nerve pain?
I think it's because of
you sleep on your dick, your balls. You sat on your balls.
I think that's kind of it. It's like I think it's from like how I sleep or something.
Someone's like, I just tune in to hear Superfly,
and instead you're listening. Yeah, well, Murray wanted to play doctor, so
well,
this is what we're doing.
You brought it up. I'm worried about you.
So anybody who needs
I'm heavily invested. You're like half of the team.
I am half
I can't train another person.
Literally half the team. So yeah, I've been meaning to do this, but I'm terrified of our American healthcare system and how to do this, and I don't know what to do.
You shouldn't do that. I think you should get it looked into.
God damn it!
But no, nerve pain's the worst. I've had sciatica many times in my life, and it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it, and I don't. My last doctor's experience was not a good one, so I'm not encouraged. I'm not enthused about this, but I'm gonna do it.
So you're saying you're getting pain in your balls? Or just in your groin?
No, it like lingers through there, but that's just
Let it linger. Can you put it linger in there for us?
No, I can't. No, it's like a whole highway system of it's like goes down my left leg and kind of up my butt cheek there. But it
sounds like sciatica.
It does make a stop in my testicle, but I don't know if it's just I don't know.
I've never had ball pain, but sciatica is like in your ass, like your butt cheek pain.
Okay.
And in your leg.
Okay.
So you might have that.
That might be what it was.
You might have, because you were giving me shit about my herniated disc. You might have a herniated disc, and I know about it.
That's
pressing on your sciatic nerve.
That's really fucked up. I bought a cushion just to make sure my orthopedics were in line.
But the good thing is you can fix it with physical therapy. It helped me a lot.
I do a lot of stretching, and that's usually when it feels its best is when I get a new good stretch in there.
Well, that's what you need to keep doing. It'll go away.
Yeah. So, anyways, Griff's going to see a doctor, and apparently we're going to be doing Superfly at some point.
Yeah, you're going to be going to see Superfly. I wish I had something to throw to. I don't know. This is a trailer for Superfly.
Here, I'm your pusher. I'm your pimp.
Mama, I'm your daddy. I'm that in the alley. Your brother when you need some cocaine, have some weed. You know me. I'm your friend, your main boy, thick and thin. I'm your trailer man.
Just needed to like Carl Malone knew the ball or John Stockton knew the ball. Wait, Mailman Malone was the assist guy.
No, it was John Stockton.
Oh.
Not to be confused with Wings Hauser's character, John Stockton, who was a lawyer.
This dude is bad, and he ain't just fly. He's super fly, yeah, super fly. When it comes to women, they come to him, but it's still not enough. He wants a big score, $1 million in cash, yeah, the big one.
This is a chance, and I want to take it now, before I have to kill somebody, before somebody ices me.
What kind of money are we talking about?
Not much.
I want his ass out working.
Now, then I took all this chance for nothing. And I go back to being nothing. Working some jive job for chump change day after day. Look, if that's all I'm supposed to do, then they're gonna have to kill me, because that ain't enough.
Ain't I clean, bad machine, super cool, super mean, feeling good for the man, super fly, here I stand, secret stash, heavy bread, baddest bitches in the bed, I'm your pusher man.
Can a superfly Harlem dude beat the system? He's got a plan to stick it to the man. He's super hood, super high, super dude, super fly.
Oh, super trailer right there.
It was Superfly.
You know what I loved about last week's trailer? 50 seconds long.
It's a nice trailer.
I imagine all modern trailers are 9 minutes long nowadays.
Yeah.
To cover the fact that it's a 2.5-hour movie
Right.
for something as simple as the Ragman. I try to go into a D-list comic book character, and Ragman came out.
That's a good D-lister.
Thank you.
So, you know what I noticed? That all our movies, at least the ones we covered this month in New York, they're all filmed in the wintertime.
That's a good point.
And who knows? I mean, maybe even The Mac was filmed in the wintertime.
Cold, hard month for cold, hard people.
Right.
I think. And we're in the death throes of the winter. I mean, we're getting hit with 7 inches of snow one day and then 40 degrees the next day. Like, what the fuck is this?
It's called global warming.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I heard it doesn't exist.
No, you heard wrong. So we open up right on the mean streets of Harlem. We see these two crackheads are looking to score, and did the shoe shine guy get robbed? Because he looked like he was cool with it.
I mean, I think he just understood.
He's like, there they go again.
Yeah.
So we have 10 minutes of just these crackheads who aren't in the movie for the rest of the movie, just walking down the street.
I've talked about it multiple times on this show where I don't know what to do with opening segments of movies because it's like, am I supposed to care about these characters? Should I take notes? Should I look up their names? Should I do all this work? I was doing...
Well, the people who wrote the script didn't care about names because most of the characters in this movie have no name.
Yes. No, like, there's 5 names in this movie. So I was looking up these crackheads. It's like, I need to know who these crackheads are. Clearly, they play a role in this movie, especially when they come back in a little while here. I was like, these characters mean something. They mean fucking nothing.
No, they just filler characters. We needed 10 minutes. We listened to a Curtis Mayfield song while we're doing it. We're enjoying that.
Yeah.
But it's just literally them just walking down the street.
And I looked it up for another 8 minutes to figure out who the fuck they were. And I never did. And I hate it. And they're walking down the street.
Yes. Then we cut to our hero, Ron O'Neal, priest, Youngblood priest.
Oh.
He just got done fucking some white bitch.
Hair's still looking perfect somehow. Must have been pretty tame.
Perfectly coiffed. Well, he had like a hair net thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
He was
Okay.
protecting it.
Okay.
And he's doing a little bump off his crucifix because he's priest. So his thing is, I take a bump off my crucifix.
This is good. It's got a little fucking like embezzlement in it for scooping. And it just gets him that perfect amount. Because he likes to, you might hear about people microdosing like LSD nowadays or psilocybin as they call it. He microdoses cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just got to make sure you got a good...
And he's a good guest, host, whatever. He's just like, hey, you want a bump? And she's like, well, it depends on what else we're going to do. And he's just like, baby, I got a meeting to go to.
Yeah, I like her enthusiasm. I feel this because she was like, are you going to be staying? No, I got to go. I got things to do. Well, you know what that stuff does to me. I need to fuck right afterwards, and I need you here for that. I need that nice, warm, hard fucking dick of the priest.
It's like, baby, I don't know what to say. Throws on his pimp suit, out the door. Another 10 minutes of him just driving in his Cadillac Eldorado.
Yeah. We're 15 minutes in the movie. 1 minute into our episode, everybody. We're finally ahead of the curve here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Another Curtis Mayfield song. Credits.
Yeah, Superfly. And he gets to his apartment, and this is where we meet.
It wasn't his apartment. He was doing a pickup.
Oh,
That's what he
okay.
told. That's what he told. Bitch one. I'm sorry. That's what she was. That's what she was listed in credits. Not to disrespect.
The white girl?
Was that his white girl, Diane?
No, Diane was Goldie's white girl. Cynthia is Priest's white girl.
I'm mixing. I'm sorry.
Well, they all look the same to you. All white bitches look the same to you. And so, okay, he's going to pick up some. I don't know what he pick up.
Yeah,
drugs?
he had to go pick up drugs.
Okay, so
pick up money. I think it was pick up money.
Okay, and he's walking up to the apartment, and then he gets jumped by these crackheads.
The crackheads from the opening segment.
And they got like a fucking table leg and shit, and he handles them because we know he knows his katas. We learned that later.
He handles one of them, but the other one, like a fucking crackhead on speed, he takes off running like grease lightning
because he gets his money.
Yeah.
And Priest ain't gonna take that shit. So we get another 10 minutes of just Priest chasing the guy.
Yeah, and a nice like little fucking bongo solo the whole time.
He does a great kick that you see in the Kung Fu Nintendo video game over a fence. He like karate kicks over it.
Yeah, it was good.
Looked great.
It did.
Followed the crackhead into someone's apartment, and it was this flophouse 1-bedroom apartment.
Well, yeah, they both climb up the escape ladder, because where the fire escape and the staircase and everything, into a family who very much like me and you, of course, because you're here as well, we're warming ourselves up in front of the oven. Yeah. The whole family's huddled in the kitchen.
They don't even react. They're so used to this. This is Tuesday. Crackhead comes in from my window, and then vomits up oatmeal.
Yeah.
He starts vomiting oatmeal.
Yeah.
The priest doesn't have much sympathy for him, and he shouldn't because the guy robbed him.
Well,
he starts kicking him in the stomach, like, get that oatmeal out. It's like he's like doing a pimp, like a drug dealer Heimlich on him. And he's just puking oatmeal. All this, these people don't even have a bed. It's just a fucking sheet full of hay. It's like a fucking fitted sheet with hay under it.
I mean, back in the first summer that my family got air conditioning, we put up the sheets in our living room, and then we put the air conditioner in our living room window, and then so the rest of the house was molten lava, and then our living room was actually like decent, and so there was plenty of days I pulled the sheets and just sleep under the fucking table because it was the only room where it was air conditioned.
Did you vomit oatmeal?
A couple times, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I also used to eat it dry, and so it dry out my whole system, and I just vomit. That's why I have such a thing for dry everything, Murray.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you do know.
So now Priest, he goes to his place. He meets up with Freddy and Dealer. This character had no name.
Again, no name. And they're talking about this character like he's someone we're going to meet later.
Yes, and he's in the room.
He's sitting right next to them.
And that's how little he respects Freddy, because Freddy's a fucking moron. Fat Freddy.
Yeah.
And so like, Priest is pissed because Freddy's constantly fucking up the deals. He never has the money. And he's like talking to Dealer. He's like, that Freddy motherfucker better get shit together. I'm fucking pissed off. Where's my money, motherfucker?
And I love this because it's perfectly shot. It is like when you're the child going to see your doctor. We just talked about doctor visits, and they're talking about you. Yeah, Griff's got problems, and you're sitting right there like, these motherfuckers talk about me. That's how Freddy is, but he's sitting there, nice and silent, like a child.
And then Priest goes to Freddy finally, because we're like you said, we're thinking Freddy's this other guy. No, this is Freddy here. It's like, Freddy, where's my fucking money? I'm good for it, Priest. Look, man.
Oh, shit. Look, man, that just means that this is serious.
If you don't get my motherfucking money, I'm going to put your wife out on the street to make that money back.
You can't put my wife on the street. She's beautiful. She's delicate. She's like a beautiful lotus flower.
Then get my motherfucking money, Freddy. He's like, I'll do it. And he's like, you know what? Take care of that thing in New Jersey I was telling you.
Yeah, he goes into his cupboard. He moves, he moves the peck jelly, the shishin, the pediatric gloss out of the way. Pediasheen. Out of the way. He's got them all.
Yeah, we never know.
And he pulls out his gun. He keeps it behind there. Right. And he hands it to him. He says, you know that job down in New Jersey? Apparently everybody knows about this job down in Jersey. Well, yeah, we know about that job. All right.
Take care of it and meet me at Scatters later tonight. Another 5 minutes in and some walking.
Yep, just strutting. It's good strut.
He's got to meet up with his boy Eddie, his partner in crime.
What we're about to learn is his partner in crime.
Has every movie had a dice game in it?
Yes, 100%. 100%. 100%.
This is another dice game. And Eddie's on a roll.
And this is one, we saw this in a movie last year. I don't remember which one. They were trying to frame somebody, and he showed up to the dice game. But yeah, this is
Trouble Man, I think.
Trouble Man, I believe it was. Yeah. Trouble Man, so good. So it's like in a apartment complex and everything, and they just have this one apartment rented out to be their dice game.
Yeah.
Dice room.
Yeah. And I remember. That was a very complicated dice game in Trouble Man.
It was so complicated.
Go listen to that. And so Eddie's on a roll. He's just like 7, 7, 7. He's just like, and he's fleecing this guy. This guy's like, double or nothing. It's like, all right, that's what you want.
Everybody. Okay, you said fleecing this guy. There's 8 other people there, and he's fleecing all of them.
Right, but this guy's like really stupid.
Eddie is rocking, by the way, like a nice Kraft macaroni and cheese type suit. It's that neon orange with like brown spots in it. It was not good. It was ugly. It was very ugly. But he's winning.
And Priest is like, Eddie, I got to talk to you about something. He's like, come on, let me play it. No, Eddie. And then the guy's like, hey, I want to win my money back, motherfucker. You white looking. And as soon as Priest hears that, he just backhands this motherfucker, kicks the shit out of him.
Yeah, everybody. It's one of those, we've all been there where you see like a fight start to break out and you hear that first flesh on flesh, and it's nothing like you've ever heard in the movies, because the movies always juice the fuck up. It's like, goose. No, it's this audible, just like horrible noise. It's like vomiting noise. I hate the sound of people actually getting punched. And this backhand, this is a guerrilla movie, man. Yeah. And I mean that in the way of they just shot shit. They just shot everything. They didn't have a Foley artist on staff. They didn't punch anything up. Yeah. They just punched faces for real. And so they punched this guy's face, and it's just this jarring noise. And so, of course, everybody's going to quiet down and be like, we'll get him next week. No big deal.
So they take off to Eddie's place, and fucking Priest, you think he owned, this was his place.
I recognize this. This is Griff 101. When you're comfortable with someone, Murray, when I go to your house, of course I go in your house and I go through your fridge and I'm like, Murray, where do you keep the turkey? I need to make myself one of these sandwiches you're always talking about. Where's the fucking Vinny's mayo at? Like, that's what I do because you make me feel so welcome.
And that's exactly what Priest does. He immediately's like, is this Vinny's? It's like a half-eaten sandwich, but when it's a Vinny's, you'll even eat a sandwich with bite marks in it.
It doesn't matter.
And he just chows down on it.
Everybody knows Vinny only has so many sandwiches left in his life.
Right.
So
and they're all made with love.
Every one of them, yeah.
And he's like, look, man. There's a lot of look-mans in this movie.
There really is.
I want out, Eddie. I want one big score, and I want out. And Eddie's the only sensible guy in this movie. He knows where he stands in life, and he accepts it.
Right. It's very interesting that you bring that up, because it's like two different people who look at it's glass half empty and glass half full.
Right.
Okay? Yeah, I did that right.
Eddie breaks it down for him. He's like, look, man. He gives him a back of look, man.
Yeah. That's the only way.
Dueling look, man.
That's the only way you can reverse a look man is with another look man, which is why I don't have look man just on one set of my ribs. I have it on the other set, too.
But it's in reverse, so you can only see it in the mirror the right way.
That's right.
Yeah. And he's like, you got an 8-track stereo, 12-inch color TV in every room, Coke anytime you want it. You're living the American dream.
You're talking about getting a whole planetarium to convince your bitches that you are a god? You got it all.
What do you want to give this shit up? He's like, I want to live. I'm fucking 20 years old. I look like I'm 45.
He does. Yeah, this is true.
I got to get out. Like, look, he's like, and he comes back, look, man. It's like dueling look, man.
It is. It really is. That's a beautiful way to put it.
He's just like, we got that 300 G's, don't we?
Yeah, he's like, Eddie, I know you're the guy with our money, just like you're the guy who translates all of our money or inflates all of our money for us.
Launders it, yeah.
Launders it, yes, of course. You do some of that, too. And so he's like, look, what do we got in the... Look, man, what do we got... what do we got in the bank? Look, man, we got about $300K. It's just... They're both puffing their chests out with the look mans. So he's like, $300K? You know what we should do with that? Let's go. Let's go get so much fucking goddamn Coke.
The finest, big-ass chunks of Coke.
You know, like the marbles, like the glassy eye pearls and the stony eye Joes. Let's go get those. And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm talking about shooting marbles. Haven't you ever seen the Little Rascals?
And then Eddie's like, look, man, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, well, look, man, this. We're going to invest all our 300 and we're going to turn it around and make $1 million in 4 months. Because our family is 50 strong right now, brother. We can do this shit. Eddie's like thinking about it. He's like,
There's no fucking way. No one person is going to be able to get us that kind of merch.
But here's the thing about Eddie. Like I said, Eddie's the only grounded guy. He's like, because they broke it down. He's like, okay, so we have 300 grand, 150 each, obviously.
Yeah.
You're going to go through that. That's your Coke budget for a year. You're going to be broke. And let's be real. Priest is going to be broke. He's snorting Coke nonstop through this movie. There's no way in hell he's going to turn his life around.
Yeah, not to mention we saw his apartment earlier. I think that's where him and the white, the first white bitch.
No, that was the white bitch's apartment.
Oh, that was white bitch's apartment. Do we ever get to see Priest's place?
Yes, we do.
I
think when he was with Freddy, he was at his place.
Freddy. I don't remember this.
We just talked about it 5 minutes ago.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
We talked about that?
I don't want to remember it. So Eddie's kind of like, where are we going to get this fucking merch? He's like, Scatter. Scatter's our fucking hookup.
But Scatter told us the last time he sold us coke that he was out.
But yeah.
Because we're soon to learn that Scatter, he's one of the proteges of Vinny. That's why he's wearing the Vinny outfit. That's why he's got his own restaurant now.
Yeah, he's not. Oh, we'll get into that. He's not a protege. He's an innovator.
He's an innovator.
We'll get into that later.
Oh, okay, excuse me. I read that wrong.
So they're like, he's like, but I'm Scatter's boy. Like he's almost like practically Priest is practically a son to Scatter. He's like, I can talk him into it. Don't worry, Eddie. I got this. And Eddie's kind of reluctantly going along. He's like, fine, whatever. Cut to Freddy. This is the New Jersey job. We see a guy, mafia type guy, getting in his car. Freddy's watching him. Follows him to Jersey.
Hours later, by the way,
we see
the sun.
This is New York.
We see the sun up, and then by the time this scene's concluding, the sun is down. Right. I don't know where they ended up here, but we're
Jersey.
Okay, yeah, well, I know Jersey, but like he was like going.
Turnpike.
He was like going into it was like under an underpass, but then he was like going into a secret door and shit. I don't know.
it was a Hobbit house. I don't know.
It was dark the shit, or it was like maybe some.
No, it was very dry.
What's his name? Get Evens guy, Manfred or whatever. I can't. Normad's like secret occult.
I don't know because this scene's just a filler scene because Freddy he's old school style. Got the fucking pantyhose on his face.
He's rocking the mic.
And he just puts a gun to this guy, robs him. The guy's like, you're going to regret this.
Well,
he doesn't.
He does say, I don't have any money on me. He's like, well, do your pants just have the mumps then? And that was a little throwback to the Mac. Because the Mac, of course, was going to stuff his pants with so much money that looked like he had mumps.
And that was amazing because this movie came out a year before the Mac.
It's so weird. Maybe Mac was playing homage to this then.
Yeah. So he takes the roll out. He's like, give me the other roll. He's like, you're going to regret this. And he's like, no, give me that roll. So this guy had 2 rolls in his pocket. So takes off. He's like, don't turn around. I'll shoot you.
We get to see that the job went perfect.
Yeah.
No guns were shot. Just got the money. He got the mumps. It got it all. So we're going to go over to Scatter's place, and Priest is arriving there. And if you thought there was a lot of filler already, get ready for some more filler.
Yeah, if you love the song Pusher Man, you're going to love this scene because we hear the entire song. The extended fucking mix, too.
Yeah.
We see Curtis Mayfield himself on stage. He's playing himself.
They did this nice thing with the camera where they put it underneath him, and he looked down and sang right into it for a while there.
And people are holding court. We see, like, everyone's... Priest! This is where we meet KC, another character that has no importance at all to the
That
scene.
was the guy with the hat and the
he's a pimp.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And you know why he actually gets credit. It says, and introducing KC in the beginning credits. And you know why he's in this movie, Griff?
Help me out.
Because he owned the car. He was a pimp.
With the floodlights.
Yes. He loaned him the car for this movie. So, this is guerrilla filmmaking.
Oh, of course.
So he's like, you can put me in the movie. You can use my car.
Man. I love these movies so much. These days when you could just do this kind of shit. Oh man.
And while Casey like greets him, and then a bitch fight breaks out. One of his white hoe and his black hoe start fighting. He's like, "Let me take care of this."
I don't even remember this.
Yeah, it was a very brief scene. And then they go. Then Eddie and Priest, they sit at a table. They give a waitress a note, send it to Scatter. Scatter comes out in his Chef Boyardee outfit. He's a chef now.
Okay, you're saying he's not a protege. He's an innovator, though.
Yes, because he got robbed. Because this isn't just Scatter is his street name. This is fucking Black Caesar's dad.
No way.
The exact same actor playing. So. And we learned about Black Caesar's dad. He was a cook in the army.
Yes.
He invented the Black Caesar salad.
Right.
The original. Vinny stole it from him, remember?
Right.
And he added the dollop of mayo.
Right.
But Scatter did, he still had the half. It's 75% green, 25% red cherry tomato on top. It's got to be that way. I don't know why. But he never would put mayo on his shit. That was Vinny's thing. But that's why I say he's an innovator and not a protege. Because Vinny robbed him.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm sorry. I was getting it mixed up. Murray, we've had a hard time explaining this history to everybody because we don't want to like...
Because we have racist listeners who won't listen to
It's
now,
true.
now you want to go listen to fucking.
It's true. We
Black
spelled
City
this all out across the IMDb pages that we punch up because no one has the information we have. We're the greatest action investigative journalists of all time. Space.
The greatest action movie podcast of all time.
Yeah.
It's not even
so,
debatable.
I mean, we're filling all this information out, but people just don't want to seek it out because they don't want to do their own research.
Right. So Scatter goes, hey, come on in the back. We go a little talk, and then Priest rolls out his spiel, starts laying a heavy guilt trip on Scatter. And he's just like,
Right.
I'm supposed to wash your car. I'll do any errands for you, and you're not going to do this because Scatter's like, I left that shit behind. I'm a chef now, all right? I'm
Right.
starting over.
I'm starting over. Everybody knows about John D. Hart. Doesn't matter what era, his song is timeless.
And then Priest he does a look man on. It's like, look man, and that you take note when someone says look man, and she's like, I want to get out of this life. I want to be like you.
Right. And you think that's going to punch right through this cookie crunch exterior of Scatter. It does not. He's just like, I don't even know where to start to find you. 30 keys, because that was their fun way of saying kilos.
Yeah.
30 keys. I loved it.
That's what everybody says. That was Miami Vice. He always said keys.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Okay. So he's like, I don't even know where to get you 30 keys. And that's when Eddie finally jumps in. He's like, I've had enough of this. Look, man, I've had enough of this shit. And he's getting up right on Scatter. And Scatter's like, who's this fucking asshole getting up on my... So
saying look man to me.
Scatter pulls out his fucking little dick derringer. He pulls it out. He undoes...
Willie Dynamite style.
Yeah, he undoes his skivvies and gets his little derringer, and he's holding it between his thumb and his index, and he's just, do we need to get fresh in here? Do I need to crack some pepper up in here? That's, never mind.
And he's like, yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool. And then Priest goes look, man, can you just do this for me?
One last one.
And then it plays on his heartstring because it's like a son, and Priest's like a son to him. So he's like, look, man. Very somber look, man. I'll look into it. But I have a key right now. I was holding on just in case. Everyone needs their key they hold on to.
Exactly.
I'm going to let you have that. And I'll see what I can do about the 30 key. I'll check my contacts.
Yeah.
And Priest's like, that's all I can ask. So they're like, they go out into the club, just hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah. They actually, so Eddie kind of walks him out, or no, Priest walks him out. Eddie, takes off, but they're laughing about the whole interaction and everything. He's like, what the fuck were you doing and getting up on Scatter like that? He's like, I knew exactly what I was doing. He's putting in my palm. So,
Priest sits by, asks for a cold Miller Lite, gets it. He had a little interaction with KC. They just talk about hose for a while, just to give Casey get that car. They had to write a scene for KC and fill some time.
He's sitting at his booth, and that's when, of course, his New Jersey crew come back.
Dealer and Freddy show up. And Freddy shows up with his wife.
Yeah.
And now we're getting a little backstory. He's a henpeck. He's his wife. She cucks him. She's literally hitting on Dealer in front of Freddy. And Freddy doesn't even notice it. He's so fucking dumb. She's like, I want what he's having.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, baby. And then he's like, you want to try some of this Coke? He's like, ooh, I'll take your Coke. And Freddy's like, hey, boss, did I do good? He hands him the money. Priest's like, yeah, it's okay. You're all right now.
Well, did you say Freddy? Oh, yeah, Freddy Fat Man. Yeah. So, we have Eddie and then we have Freddy. So, I got confused for a minute there. But he even says, Freddy, I think you did an excellent job, and I hated that I pushed you into that kind of territory. Yeah. So, here's a couple extra bills, and he goes to hand it to him, and the wife just takes it. It's like, wow, that's really nice of you. I'm going to go get me some Baskin-Robbins with that. A lot of Baskin-Robbins.
Cut 2. Priest in a bath with his lady Georgia, his main squeeze, Georgia. Yeah. And we talked about how, and she's like, well, he's like hitting a joint, and she's like, and then he looks at, she gives him that look, and he throws a joint in the fucking bathtub.
Why not?
And she's just like, baby, it's just like, he's like, I know you don't like me doing drugs. She's like, I want you to be clear-headed. Let me inside. I want to know what's going on inside that beautiful mane of hair.
I could tell you what's going on inside. I got $200,000 running through my mind at all times. I got hoes on the street. I got my floodlights to worry about. I've got hair gels to worry about. I got petroleum jelly to worry about.
No, he doesn't say any of that. He's saying that in his head because she gets frustrated and goes to bitch slap fucking priest.
He said all that with his eyes.
Yes.
Okay, see.
Well, you read it because you can read eyes. But
I was
can't.
distracted because I was doing my notes, so I thought he actually said that verbally. I read his eyes. You're right. I'm sorry.
Because she goes to slap him, and he catches it.
Yeah.
Because like, nobody slaps the priest.
There's something about agility that turns a woman on, though. I can tell you this for a fact because I've told you about all my troubles going to concerts for early 2000s bands. People try to choke me. People try to fight me. But when you catch their hand, they want to fuck you.
Yeah.
And we talked
you let
about,
them know you're in charge.
We talked about the shame of shitting in a fucking public bathroom. Don't have coitus in a public bathroom. It's not fun.
Oh, never done that.
Yeah, I've never done that either. It sounds horrible.
Yeah. It sounds, yeah.
It doesn't sound...
No.
It seems like it'd leave you feeling dirtier than ever.
Especially in the bathrooms we're talking about.
Oh, my God, yeah.
So, like I said, turns her on. So, all right. I'm glad you brought up John DeHart because even though this soundtrack is a great soundtrack by Curtis Mayfield, when there's a love scene, you go to DeHart. So just for this one scene, because Curtis was like, look, I can write about pushing and fucking superflying and all that shit, but I'm having trouble writing this fucking sex scene music you want. I got a guy named John DeHart I know who writes the sexiest fucking sex songs. So they went out, called in John. John, I can do that for you, brother. I know. What's the scene? Are they in a bathtub? I've done that before. And then we just get this sweet John DeHart song. We've heard it before on Get to Heaven. He used it in his bathtub scene. It was so good. It's actually called Sex in the Tub. Let's hear a little bit of that.
What shall we drink to?
Starting over. How about new beginnings? Let's hope they never end.
Sounds good to me.
Starting over, and you feel like you're gonna.
Why did I ever let you slip away?
Start over, you fool. It's easy to do. Don't lay it an ending. Get a hold of you. Walk towards the future. Get out of the past and remember the good things in life. You know that sometimes last. Starting over means you've already said your goodbye.
So we're talking about meandering scenes. We get an extended cake grabbing scene. He's just fondling her butt cheeks for like 5 minutes in this scene. This had to be the most awfulest scene to film because you know they're sitting in like cold water for hours.
Hours, yeah, for sure. All right, so now we're gonna go through a couple different quick cuts here. We got police arriving to break up a street fight. Apparently, Freddy was involved with this fight.
Yes, Freddy's beating the shit out of a crackhead.
I didn't recognize that, and then second time through, I realized he was saying, "Why were you beating the shit out of some guy?" And he's like, "Because he touched my wife." And so I was like, "Okay, I get that."
So they arrest Freddy. While that's going on, Priest is getting his katas in
Oh yeah.
because we need to fill some fucking time. This is a bare bones as fuck script.
So you're thinking at first because the
We've
other
done TV shows that had more complicated scripts than this movie.
That's right. Kojak definitely did it. So it's like in this scene, you're looking at it and you think he's just training. You think he just respects the game, like Jonah Hill style. You know, he just respects it and is very happy to finally do that and not be shamed. No, he's the fucking master. Even though the guy he's sparring with is like fucking ripped as shit, has agility for days. No, it's Priest who's the goddamn king of this dojo. So he flips him over.
Student becomes the master.
Yeah. Anyways,
cut back to Fat Man. The fucking cops are leaning on him like, look, we don't give a fuck about you, you piece of shit. Give up your boss and we'll cut you loose. We don't even want to do the paperwork for you. And he's like, Freddy's like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And he's like, oh, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And he immediately...
Well,
he's like, Freddy's actually a big guy. He's crying like a bitch.
They brought in the fucking 8-ounce can of Sprite Zero, and that's his kryptonite. Him and Jim Cornette.
That's all it takes to fucking sell out your boy. A guy who would kill you. A guy who just said a day before, I'll put your wife out on the street if you don't make my money.
Yes, but listen... You also listen to Jim Cornette, and he always talks about those those fucking tiny cans of Sprite Zero. So clearly, they have some kind of power over the people who drink them.
But he hates them. He wants the big full cans.
Huh? No, he likes the small cans.
No, he hates them. He says, I got it.
He hates the bottles. But he likes the can.
No, he likes a normal size can. Because who the fuck wants a half can of anything?
It's not a half can. It's a third of a can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
It's actually a quarter of a can because it's only 4 ounces less.
It's like a fucking shot. Who the fuck wants that?
I don't know.
Who made that? Fuck you, Sprite. So Freddy rats him out immediately, and they let him go. They're like,
they're gonna take. I thought they were gonna take him somewhere else.
No, you know what happened was the cop is like, book this piece of shit. He like totally fucked him over.
But they were gonna take him somewhere else. And
take him to jail. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause so they were walking him outside, and Freddy decides to run into the road where he gets hit.
Yeah. Isn't this the only death in the whole movie? I don't think anyone gets shot in this movie.
I think you're right. It is. Truck Turner, by the way, was driving the truck that hit him.
Freddy's dead.
Freddy's dead.
Never again will he hold my hand.
Hold his wife's hand?
No, his wife's holding my hand because she's a bitch. So while that's going on, we get an extended scene of Priest with Georgia. She's got a nice full-length mink on, the mink Russian hat on, walking through the park. He's telling his plan.
He's wearing his finest green skull jacket with this nice Copenhagen trucker hat.
And he's like, I'm finally going to get out. And he's like Goldie telling Diane his dreams.
Right.
And she's buying into it. She's like, yeah, we can do this. I'm proud of you, Priest.
So we just kind of cut to that night. We have a nice park stroll in the afternoon. Now we're going to like a street stroll at night. We got Priest and Eddie walking down the street when suddenly, I'm pretty sure this is one of the guys we saw interrogating.
Yes, it was
Fat
the
Man.
main. It was the main. It was. I don't know what his name was. He was just the main guy, main interrogator.
They did a good job of making me confuse all the white people in this movie.
They all look the same.
And Murray, we've had such a fucking hard time, and we're going to have another fucking hard time with one of the good ones this week. This has not been the week for one of the good ones.
Because white people, I told you this is the real. This is the real month. There are no good white people in the world.
Exactly. This is no Green Book, everybody.
Because,
there is no Viggo Mortensen to save the fucking day.
I'm glad you brought me back to that because it's very poignant, the scene that he put earlier, just a minute ago, with Georgia, because he's like, this is the life I had to fucking take. I don't want to be a fucking dealer. But like, and this says a lot about America. He's like, I got in trouble as a kid, and for the rest of my life, I'm an ex-con. I could never. I was forced into this job. I don't want to be this shit. And, he's just laying the truth out on her. He's just like, this is the system we live in. If you're an ex-con, you're an ex-con for the rest of your life. There's no forgiveness or rehabilitation.
Right. Stretch that a little bit further. We love fucking arresting people for absolutely everything and anything.
And then the only job you can get is like dishwasher, busboy.
And even that is hard to get because so many places that will hire people are corporations. And they're like, we have a zero tolerance policy and we can't hire a person with a prior history. So you can't get a job here. And then they turn around and go, why can't we hire anybody? Self-inflicted wounds. Everything about this country, fucking stupid.
So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna take this $1 million. We're gonna, I don't know, go to Europe. Let's go somewhere, and we're gonna starting over. And so so now these fucking racist cops are trying to fuck his plan up. They're leaning on him,
right? And
they're like, look, man, it was the weakest look, man, I've ever heard.
It is.
Look, man. We know you got some big score happening, and we want our cut. And Eddie's is kind of like, like I said, Eddie's.
Well, they're playing it cool, but then he drops the name Scatter, and they start revealing like their hand a little bit at a time. And so when they drop Scatter, it's like, oh, that's what convinces Eddie, is the fact that because Eddie had told them, I can't let you through to my contact. So when these guys pressed them and brought up Scatter's name, they're like, this must be Eddie's guy.
Yeah.
Or like, Scatter's guy.
Right. And they're like, Scatter's out, so you guys can come in. You can be our new guy.
Exactly.
And Eddie's, like I said, Eddie's the only pragmatic character in this. He's like, I'm down with it. And like Priest's like, what about our fucking plan? We were gonna get out. He's like, look, man, that was your plan. I'm cool with this shit. I don't want to get the fuck out. We can make more than $1 million. We won't have the cops bothering us now because we got our inside man.
I don't know if they knew they were cops right away.
No, they knew.
They knew?
Because he was like, we won't have to worry about cops hassling us anymore.
Okay, I didn't know he said that immediately. I just... Yeah, so there's a lot of this going on. Like, look, you wanted to get out in 4 months. We can do this for 2 years and go home with $2 million, $3 million. Who knows? The sky's the fucking limit here.
So this is where you got to use, when you have a limited budget, you got to use your imagination. Because we get a 4-month dealing montage. Pictures only.
Before we even get to that, we do have to bring up that there is a moment where Priest is just like, I don't know if I can do this. And Eddie says, look, man, what do you think this life has in store for you? What are you going to do outside of hustling? You remember this conversation? It was very intense. Because he's like, you think you're just going to go out there? You think you're going to be the next Vinny's? You think you're going to be the next Scatter? What are you going to do? You're going to be the next Willie Dynamite? No. Hustling is all you have. I've seen you hustle. You can fucking hustle. You're the Calvin Johns of hustling. Calvin Johns?
Do the hustle. Dun, 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 dun. And he did it, and it was great.
Okay.
And he was right.
All right.
So you get a dealer montage. And when you have a limited budget, this is very creative. We just get photos of people processing the drug, cutting it.
Trucker guy with his fucking big...
He's a good candidate for one of the good ones.
You know what? He is my good one.
Yeah.
Now that I bring it up, he's my good one.
He's a construction guy. He had a construction hat and a giant fucking Hugh Hefner pipe hanging out of his mouth. And he takes it home to his wife, and they're having a good time getting high off this coke. Everyone's having a great time. We see... was this supposed to be a gay couple? Because there's like a businessman dude and this really like guy looking in a mirror at himself. He's this young guy. I think they're supposed to be a gay couple.
You study this.
Yeah.
I did not.
Because it was so ridiculous. There's like this, I'm sorry, he looked like a flamingly gay guy staring at himself in a mirror. And there's this older guy who's like a business guy who just bought the coke. And he's bringing it to this guy. And they're having a good old time, like doing coke. I think they're a gay couple. I think this is what brings people together. Coke. We're just seeing it brings whites and blacks together with the construction guy. You think he'd be a total racist because he's a construction guy.
This should have been the Pepsi commercial. They did the Pepsi commercial years ago when the BLM movement was going on, and they were like, "Oh my God, it's ruining everything," and the world's fine. And so what they should have been doing, instead of handing a Pepsi over, is handing a little bump of Coke off, maybe like a little crucifix around Kylie Jenner's necklace there. She just should have given... I'm sure she has that and does that. Oh, my God, yeah. So she should have given a cop a bump, and then somebody else at the riots, quote-unquote riots, a bump, and solved.
So like I said... It's literally just we're seeing pictures. We're not seeing any movement because they probably ran out of film and they were like, "Hey, let's buy a camera and just make some pictures."
Good filler. It's good filler.
And it's even better because we get Pusher Man for the 12th time in this scene.
Song. It's a really good song. Anyways, we're going back. Eddie and Priest are sitting down at this nice little establishment. This is what I miss, walking to a nice little establishment.
They're waiting. I guess they finally found a people they can unload whatever's left of their coke.
Yeah,
because it's like 3 months, 4 weeks, or 3 months, 3 weeks, 4 days.
Oh, okay. So they're just finishing out their. Okay, that makes
finishing
sense.
out that 4 months. Before that can happen, though, some Black Panther type guys show up.
Alinga comes in,
and he's like, "Look, man, you need to much like in the Mac, the backstory of the making of the Mac. They're like." We need our little donation. We need a little taste of this shit.
The working title of this movie was "Look, Man."
It was. It's like we need that Curtis Mayfield song. Look, man, it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
And we want to taste it. And Priest's like, fuck you. It's like, how about this? When you guys are actually ready to do some shit, give me a call, and I'll be right there in the front, kicking in some crackers' heads and having a good old time. But until then, hit the bricks, motherfuckers. And they do. They
excuse themselves. They loudly screech their chairs back, and then they drop a hard N-word on them, and it's just like, oh, man. And then for some reason, for more filler, we literally watch them walk down the sidewalk together, the 3 Black Panther-type figures, for about 4 minutes. We just watch them walk down the sidewalk.
Right. But we had a great Curtis Mayfield song playing in the background.
So it all
made up for
works. Yeah.
And now the real connection.
So was this really a movie, or is it more of like a music video for Curtis Mayfield?
Yeah, it was an early
It was the
video.
original R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet.
Yes, it was. And so the real context they were waiting for to finally show up. I love this scene. How much money are we looking at? Priest just puts his hands like this, like 12 inches.
He's grabbing the greatest cakes of all time.
And he's like, about that much.
Yeah.
And I can't even adjust that for inflation. It's Griff, it's this big.
I know.
I'm holding my hands twice as far
I know.
apart as
Auditory
Priest
reasons,
was.
this does not make sense
Yeah.
because no one knows your shoulder width and everything.
Yeah.
It's beyond your shoulder
Yeah,
width
I
by
have
at
broad
least
shoulders.
8 inches. Yeah.
Yeah, and so they're like, we like that. It's a deal. So now Priest is finally getting ready to just get out.
This is the kind of deal that we need to be making. Everyone comes to us and they want to talk figures. We want to talk figures. You know, we want to just use gestures. And then when it comes to the paper, it's like, oh, no, you guys are undercutting us by $45 billion.
So cut to Priest. He's going to have one last roll in the hay with his white bitch. I guess maybe they got done fucking, because I think he's not even wearing a shirt.
He's got it unbuttoned. He's got the hair back. He's got the mustache. He's just relaxing it back out because, you know, after whatever was happening there, you got to relax your mustache again.
He's fucking taking some more bumps off his cross.
Oh, of course. And he's going for the bubbly.
And Cynthia's like, hey, my friends, they want to buy a pound of coke off of you. And he's like, bitch, I only use metric. What are you talking about? You're confusing me. Kilos, keys.
But not only that, he's like, you're not even one of my dealers, but you're my best fucking dealer. Because she's just constantly coming to him with people that
because
want.
she's obviously some rich white bitch, you know, and she's slumming with
She's
Priest.
a rich girl.
Right,
That's what the
exactly.
song's about.
Yeah,
what's
she's
this?
slumming with Priest because he's her connection. And he's like, yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Is there any more fiction-based songs anymore? Because that's what all, like I just said, Rich Girl is based on this, you know, Superfly's bitch girl, or white girl, you know.
Cynthia.
She
has a name. The bitch has a name, Cynthia.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, the bitch does have a name in right.
And so, as much as I like construction guy with the pipe, I think Cynthia. I think what we're learning is that the only white person or a black person can really trust is their white bitch from these movies.
Can we? Because he tells her, he confided in, was it Georgia, about how he wanted to get out, and she was supportive. He confides in Cynthia, and Cynthia's like, what? No.
It's degrees, Griff. It's a spectrum.
No.
I'm not saying she is a good person. I'm saying in this world, your white bitch is probably the only person you can depend on.
Look, man. Man's him.
Wow.
You're not supposed to be able to do that as a female.
No.
But she does it, and she looks him straight in the eye. She grabs his face and looks him in the eye. You've got it all. 8-track, fucking speed Cheeto machine. You've got the fucking vinyls.
Jukebox.
You got the Fonz leather.
Kiss pinball machine.
You've got it all. Atari, 2600.
Commodore
64. You've got it all. What do you mean you're going to give up hustling? Everything I see in you is a hustler.
Apparently, everybody knows he's going to be at Cynthia's because Scatter is down in the lobby like, hey, I need to talk to fucking Priest. And Cynthia's like, hey, this guy named Scatter wants to talk to you. He's coming up.
Yeah.
So Scatter shows up. He's ready to leave town. He's got his fucking leather coat on. He's like, shit's going down. I'm the fuck out of here. I thought I could get my shit together. I thought I could start the Black Caesar salad. You know, Big Vinny's is like leaning on me. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Man, Vinny's has a darker history than I thought.
Yeah, it does.
It really does. It's scary. I'm scared of that.
And he's just like, yeah, he's just babbling about shit because like Priest's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I thought I could trust that fucking cracker, and he's like, he was a rookie cop when this shit started, and he's like, Priest's like, what the fuck? He's like, I need some money, Priest. He's like, Priest's like, look, man, I can get you 20K, but you got to give me some time, man. He's like, I don't have time. I got to get the fuck out of here.
Okay. I got $200 in my pocket right here. I'll meet you at the East Side Terminal. I'll give you the 20K. And, of course, Scatter's super appreciative. He's like, I got all this info on him. I need you to take it now. And so he pulls it out. And he's like, his motherfucking name is Reardon. Reardon?
Yeah, Reardon.
Reardon. And so this was not the cop I thought it was.
No,
I got the name right.
I thought it was the guy that was leaning on him in the earlier with Eddie and
exactly.
Yeah,
it's a different guy.
Different guy.
But he gets pictures, address, family, email, AOL instant messenger name. He gets his fucking...
This is what I don't understand. He's holding on to this. Like, why don't you use it, Scatter?
Right.
I don't know.
Call of Duty handle. He's got his fucking...
his AOL password?
He's got the AOL password. He's got his
Wi-Fi?
He's got his Wi-Fi password. Yeah. It's a look woman.
So he gives him that shit, and then he leaves. And as soon as he gets off the building, the cops grab him, and they take him under the bridge. And what do you do under the bridge?
I don't know. Let's cue in some Red Hot Chili Peppers. You shoot heroin.
Yeah, let's not cue in some chili.
No, we're not going to do that.
We don't want to make you guys suffer anymore.
Yeah,
and
we've already hit we've hit copyright so hard already.
So they did I guess it's the nicest way to kill somebody because he's smiling as he's dying.
That's true.
Yeah.
Joker would appreciate that.
This wasn't battery acid. This was some sweet H.
Yeah. Battery acid? Oh, yeah, that was last week.
And that's the end of Scatter gets scattered.
Scatter his ashes.
So Priest is ready to get the fuck out. He's got his money.
Did he know already about Scatter at this point, or does he learn it when he goes to the cafe?
I don't think he knows.
Because I was so confused about this
He's
scene.
just worrying about himself right now.
That's what I thought.
Well, this is the thing. This is where we could have had a scene where we show him roll up to where they're supposed to meet and Scatter's not there.
Yes.
But no, we don't have that scene. We have more walking.
And even this scene is very confusing because Priest prepares himself. You see him get his Derringer out. He's holding it with the thumb and the index, and he puts it down into the skivvies because that's where you keep your holster. That's where I keep my holster. That's where you, of course, keep your ornamental little dollhouse chair there to, really accentuate your crotchal region.
Right, I don't have room.
Right, wrong?
Wait, what?
Right, wrong? Is that what you said there?
Right? No, I don't know what you said.
Well, you told us about how you like to stuff your pants with a little
dollhouse
chair.
Stuff my pants. It's when you're getting ready to fuck. Then you pull out the doll furniture.
Wait, when you're getting ready to fuck?
Yeah, because if no one's seeing my dick, why do I need to do the forced perspective? What do you don't even, it makes no sense what you're saying. Why would I put doll furniture in my pants? That is fucking stupid.
I thought that's how you strut.
No, that's so fucking dumb. You do it when you're ready to fuck because you want to because it's about forced perspective. I'm not even gonna go into this. What was the episode? Go listen to the Willie Dynamite episode if you want to know what we're talking about. Because we're not giving you free advice. Back to this. So Priest, he goes to Vinny's. So this is why we know. So we see some mafia type guys sitting out there.
This is Vinny's Diner, by the way. Yeah. So this is his morning establishment. It's not the nighttime establishment. No. You don't get the nacho cheese here.
No.
Yeah.
But they are chewing on some tortillas.
Of course.
And Priest goes in, and we don't hear anything. We just see him they're literally just in some private. They probably didn't even tell the restaurant they're filming. They were just outside filming, and so we don't hear the conversation.
It explains why there's no audio for the conversation, because they didn't have rights to film it.
So we just had more Curtis. We hear Pusher Man for the 20th time. Yeah. And so we see him handing over an envelope full of money. The guy smells it. He's like, that's the right amount.
Something we've learned from doing these 70s movies recently is that there's a lot of people who can count money just by flipping it through their their fingers and smelling it, which is incredible. I didn't realize the human brain nose system had that kind of conjunction working together, It's amazing.
And he hands over the Reardon info to this guy, and they shake hands, and then they leave. So we're like, okay.
All right, so Priest is going to go, of course, have a meeting with Eddie, his number one guy. He's got to have a meeting with Eddie. And he's got to tell him, he walks in the door, and Eddie immediately, he's working his fucking record player and everything.
Getting the right calibration, the treble and the bass.
Yeah, exactly.
He just read the issue of Playboy where they tell you how to get the perfect hi-fi stereo.
Right, he's all about the Playboy hi-fi stereo.
Yeah.
Where do you think he got it from?
Yeah.
Why do you think he has the balcony? He actually has 2 balconies in his apartment.
Right.
And he said, I need this.
You heard Playmates love balconies.
That's exactly right.
And they do. I got news for you. They do.
They do.
We're just at a one-level house, but we have balconies all around this house.
Yeah. Kayla's a fan of it. So
That's what sealed the deal.
That's what works.
You were like, you brought her over, and you're like, "Would you like to see my balcony?"
That's right.
And then the panties dropped.
Please,
So,
with the word.
oh, shut up. So, Eddie's like, "I'm not out, motherfucker. I'm in even deeper. Look, man, I'm all about this shit. I love what's going on."
Well, Murray, we got to bring up the fact that Eddie immediately says, "Oh, Scatter OD'd himself." And Priest is like, "No, we fucking didn't. You know he didn't." So this is very much in play today, where it's just like all of our right-wing fucking crazy conservative types, they're willing to bite the bullet to get the money to push shit to the right-wing people. That's what Eddie's doing here. Yeah. He's just like, I don't give a fuck. They're paying me. I'm more than willing to pretend that Scatter killed himself to keep getting paid every day on time. I don't have to go fucking push Fat Man Freddy. Like, I don't have to do anything. This paycheck comes on time every day. Under the door.
They get a paycheck?
Yeah.
Wow.
With a whisper in the envelope. Telling him, we care for you.
It's a careful whisper.
It is a careful.
So, Priest is like, pulls a gun on him. He's like, well, I want my fucking cut, all right? 'Cause I'm getting the fuck out. He's like, cool, it's cool, baby. Well, I'll do, because we learned, we said earlier, Eddie always holds the money. So they go to, he's got a little safe in his closet.
Yeah. Teeny tiny safe.
Pulls out, but it had $1 million in it. Pulls it out. Fucking Priest has got his Kinji case ready, putting it in, and then he leaves. And as soon as he leaves, Eddie gets right on the horn, calls up his fucking connections.
And it's like Priest knows this is going to happen. So he'd even try to call the elevator and go back. He's just listening in and hearing Eddie call it in. Eddie immediately calls it in. He's a total stooge now.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
Calls up Reardon. He's like, look, he just left with his money if you want to take care of him. So, but, and he knew well, obviously, Eddie just told him earlier he was thinking about this plan.
Right.
So he's in the elevator, and then a bag lady comes in. Very familiar looking bag lady, and she has a bag with another Kinji case, and they switch them, the old switcheroo.
So we saw what was in the other Kinji case.
Right.
Fucking dick pump.
Dick pump, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got the Magnificent Seven?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, we haven't talked about the Magnificent Seven in a very long
Death
time.
Wish 3. Look into that episode.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a very teaser episode. I'm not giving you any shit up.
One of these days, we're gonna fall ill, and I'm gonna have to compose a commercial-only episode and just push that out because we didn't get a chance. We're going on 4 years, and we have not missed a weekend.
We did during the first month of COVID.
But then we had material to put out.
Yeah, we did. I think we went
material.
1 week without anything, just one.
I don't think so.
And remember our second episode, which you're never going to hear. Our second episode, like you'll know. Let's put it this way: you'll know we're done with this show when I can't remember what's it called. Kinji episode comes on.
The forbidden subject.
Yeah, when the Kinji episode, you see that up on the SoundCloud. We're done. We're never.
I don't even know
back.
if it might still be on here. I haven't looked into it,
okay.
And I'm terrified of listening to that first year of us recording. So
yeah, so we're done. But I'm confused. What were we talking about?
What were we talking about? Okay, switching briefcases.
So then he walks out to the car.
Priest.
And we see, and it's like, oh, it's Georgia. She's the bag lady. She's in on it. Yeah. So she's walking away with the money, the Kinji case full of money.
Meanwhile, Priest is getting, of course, accosted by the police, and they're feeling him up, and they're going into his pants, or is that a danger in your pants, or is that your penis? And he's like, well, that's a little both you got there, officer.
And then they're like, hey, we got the Kinji case. Let's take him. So they put him in the car.
We get a nice call over, and we're seeing the cop who interrogated Freddy earlier, and he's like, I'm going to get my guys there. They're going to take him where I need him to go.
And where do you go? Where do you go?
Everybody, do not listen to Ben Shapiro. Do not ever buy a house on the fucking docks. They go to the goddamn docks, Murray.
Yeah, that's where all crime happens.
That's why do I have, even I'm like, I kind of want to get a little place at the docks. What is the appeal? What if we started recording at the docks?
I won't.
We'd be shot live on podcast.
What?
I'd say if we try to do that, we'd get shot.
Yeah. Well, I almost got shot today. So.
You almost got shot today.
So, yeah, they take him to the docks, and this is where we finally meet Reardon.
Yeah.
Played by the guy who produced the movie. They were so like cheap.
He looks like an expensive white dude, so it works.
And he was like, Priest, I thought you'd be the best dealer I have. He's trying to talk him into. It's like the cops were trying to talk Goldie into it. He's like,
yeah.
Fat Man was trying to talk Goldie into it. He's like, you're the best.
You could sell a ketchup popsicle to a white woman in white gloves.
You could have been a contender. And this is where I'm like, Eddie is like so right. Priest, even in this scene, he wants to get out, takes a couple toots of a fucking Coke. Like,
excuse me? A couple, what was that increment? Toots?
Yeah. That's a phrase.
It is?
Yeah. And so it's like, Eddie is so right. He's going to be broke in like 6 months. He's going through this $1 million in 6 months.
Yes.
So Priest is totally delusional about this plan he has, which most people when they're high, their plans are usually delusional.
Yeah. And so we, of course, what do you do when you got a fucking whitey, a guy who's like maybe 5'2", trying to look you up and tell you you're a piece of shit. He fucking takes those toots. And then he looks down at him and goes, I ain't dealing with no fucking redneck cocksucking motherfucker. He uses a little bit more colorful language. We're not going to go there because we're evolved today. But we're not beyond talking about a couple of white people getting their asses handed to them. Because we get to see the fucking karate come out.
Right.
Chekhov's gun. I won Final Jeopardy by knowing Chekhov's gun this week.
Good for you.
Thank you.
It's a Star Trek question?
No, I guess it's not involved. It was like some plane 1602.
Oh. Yeah. So, yeah, he starts throwing people into cardboard boxes.
This is great. This is every fucking action figure commercial I've ever seen where they throw a perp into boxes.
Right.
I love it.
Slow-mo, you get the fucking hair flowing.
Oh, yeah.
Takes care of all the goons, but not Reardon's got a gun, and he pulls it on him. And he's like, and then this is where Priest pulls out his...
We talked about the reversal to a look man is a look man. And the reversal to pulling a gun on somebody is, I got your whole family fucked.
Right. He's like, your whole family with that. And so now we're going back to that scene. Those were hitmen that he was hiring at Vinny's.
Yeah.
And he's like, I hired a killer, a white killer. And Griff, we know nobody kills people better than white people.
We get away.
Think about it. Think of all the great serial killers in the world. They're all white.
Ginty is what I was about to say. Bundy, Gacy.
We know how to kill is what I'm trying to say.
Hannibal Lecter.
So that threat really hits Reardon hard.
Yeah.
Because he's like, shit, white killers?
Yeah. They couldn't be white. White people wouldn't talk to you. You're talking to me. And that's what gets him to cower, and he starts dookie-ing himself, and he says dookie, and it's getting really ugly and smelly here.
While that's going on, one of the goons pulls out the Kinja case and opens it up. It's like, well, we got your money.
Because they're trying to call his bluff.
Right. Like, how are you going to pay these guys without your money? Open it up. It's just sex toys. Just Charles Bronson-themed sex toys.
It's the Magnificent Seven.
Check it out on Death Wish 3. I'm not going into it. And all I got to say is one word. Braunschlong. That's all. So he's just like, I guess you're just going to go fuck yourself, motherfucker.
Oh, my God. If people didn't know that was sex objects in there, that would not be the perfect fucking... We just dropped... We're going to use a POG reference. We just dropped a slammer on that shit.
Yeah. And he just dropped a slammer on Reardon. He's going to get it in the Reardon. And he gets in his fucking Cadillac, drives off. We hear Superfly for the 25th time, and that's it. 90 minutes.
Mr. Jonathan.
I didn't know this. I think I did know it, but I've never seen it. There's a sequel, Superfly TNT.
Oh, really?
Ron O'Neal directed it.
Oh, good.
Alex Haley wrote the script. You don't know that because you're a racist. Alex Haley wrote Roots.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
Like, every time
This is like the most shoestring budget movie of all time, and then they did a sequel. It's like, get Alex Haley to write for it.
Well, that's the best shit, and then everyone wants to attach their money to it.
Right.
It's like Clerks started out as a $5 movie, and then it became... Now they're going to do a fourth or third one. They don't need to do another one.
No, they don't need to do anything.
They don't really need to do the second one.
No, they don't. So that's it, people. The end of Blaxploitation history for our 4th annual one for another year.
And of course, this does not mean we're not going to talk about the greatest black actors of all time. They pop up in our movies. Sadly, not as much as we'd like them to.
No. That's why we do Blaxploitation history, to let you people know about this shit.
I mean, definitely one of the favorite phrases that passes around the circles is the taste of Steve James, which everybody, I mean, that's on everyone's tongue. It's the taste of Steve James, after all.
Right. I hope this month was black enough for you, because next week we're going to talk about the whitest motherfucker to live on planet Earth. I'm talking about Neil Breen. We're going back to back to Breen's world, because March, you thought fucking Blaxploitation History Month was big. March is going to be our biggest month ever. This is the celebration of us, Griff, because everybody knows Griff and I have the same birthday, so March is our month.
It's our month.
And not only that, you were just talking about, we've been doing this for almost 4 years. Our 200th episode falls in March as well. And I'm working on a big guess for that. I'm not going to let anything go because it's not written in concrete yet.
Yep.
But if we pull this off, you're going to be impressed. And so we're going to start off slow with a little bit of Breen. All you Brainiacs out there.
Slow with a little bit of Breen. Breen, a movie we talk about to this day.
But that tells you how great this month's going to be.
I know. It's so amazing because it's one of the most lasting scenes ever. I can't not show this to people. Whenever you're over, I get out my plate of spinach and just eat it in front of you like a turtle. His movies have such an impact.
Yes, and you guys selected this movie because all 12 of you, come on, guys. You can, when I put up a poll, vote. Come on.
Yeah.
But
everyone's we say it all the time about the podcast. Everyone's at Wembley, and they all unanimously vote on the same thing, so it counts as one vote instead of the 1 million votes we're supposed to get.
So the movie you picked, Twisted Pair, which I think is what's going on with Chris balls now.
That might be. I might have that testicular torsion or whatever they call it. Maybe. We'll find out. Maybe. I'm gonna definitely record my conversation with my doctor. The last time I saw a doctor, I don't remember what was happening, but I told him about my LSD use, and they didn't know what to tell me. They were just like, wait, what?
Why were you telling me about that?
Because it was my doctor. It's HIPAA violation. In fact, if anybody here tells anybody about my use, that's a HIPAA violation, according to people. I don't know.
Why did you feel like you had to tell him you take acid?
I don't know. I just did.
Okay.
It felt like it. You got to get.
Are you having flashbacks?
You got to get to the roots of problems, Murray. No.
Is it a problem? You got a lot of problems.
I got a lot of problems.
But a bitch ain't one. So next week, fuck NCAA. This is March Madness.
Oh shit! March Madness is next month.
Yeah, you're not allowed to bet. You've been betting.
Oh, I'm not betting on March Madness. No, that shit's fragile.
So next week, Neil Breen, Twisted Pair. See you there. Keep it warm.